Hi guys, welcome to Manhood Explained. My name is Camille. Today is 7th of February 2022. Welcome to video number 315. Some time ago, I visited my friend. He's having a family, wife, kids. And during the time that I spent there, it was like at least few hours. We did some different activities. And during that time, I saw his wife roll her eyes on him, or because of him. I saw her forcing him to do this or that, yelling at him in front of everyone. I saw his daughter basically talking to him like she would be talking to one of her school girlfriends, not even really liking her. What do you want? Just I saw his son basically not even being there where he's supposed to, basically disrespecting him. It doesn't really, it's like complete disarray of subject of respect toward the guy in front of everyone. And when it happened, it basically pushed me to a conclusion that I have to vent about it a little bit and do some, therapy on the video, because it still makes me angry. And not even towards them, but towards him. And that's why I want to talk about today about respect. We've got to say it out loud, and if you're not aware of it, I would really spend some time thinking about it. That respect is one of the basic three that men need in their life. I never seen any guy happy and fulfilled in his life when he's not respected. That's like one of the basic our needs, and without it, we just feel useless, and that's it, game over. And if we look at this subject, we need to understand one more thing, which is supposed to be like a baseline for everyone, not even only against men, but everybody else, that respect is a human right. You see, the whole idea is that you're supposed to get respect out of the box because you're a human being. It doesn't matter your age, doesn't matter your gender, or your sex, or it doesn't really matter. All that matters is that you're a human being supposed to be respected. I'm going to talk about it a little bit more later. But if you understand that you as a guy, you need it, you've got to understand that maybe the other way around. I want you to look at your life. Look at, imagine your wife, your girlfriend, imagine your kids, like they're standing in front of you, and ask yourself a really basic question: do I feel respected? And be honest with yourself. That's one of those moments that you're supposed to really be honest with yourself. Because maybe that'll be the answer to your question why you feel so miserable in your life. Because nobody gives a crap about you. You feel disrespected not only at your workplace, not only by some people who are not really relevant to anything in your life, but when you're disrespected by the people that you love, this is game over. That's why first thing I want you to do is to realize, are you respected in your family? Are you respected by your wife, by how she behaves, by how she's yelling at you or not? Or how she's not talking to you or not? How do you feel respected from your kids? Because that might be the answer to your question. And it all starts with you understanding subject of respect, that it's your human right, and you need it especially as a guy. And second, understanding if this is something that it is part of your life. So that's the point number one. Realize if you really respect it, because if not, then you have to do something about it. And this is is a great segue to take us to point number two. You need to demand respect. You see, as I said, this is your human right. It doesn't matter if you're good at something or not. It doesn't matter if you... It's not like with trust. Trust is earned. But you don't need anyone to trust you, you need them to respect you. It all starts there. Not even mentioning, although that will be another point, that they need to respect you because of your position. You're taking the responsibility. You're earning money for this family to be able to be alive. It requires respect. It's something that you're supposed to have, period. And this is something that drove me nuts when I was observing what was happening in that family. That they completely disrespected him in front of everyone, and he said nothing. Just, took it. Well, it's always like this, so. And I said, why? This is fundamentally wrong. You as a father, you as a husband, you as a human being, it's unacceptable for you to be disrespected, especially in front of everyone, because it completely dismantles your authority. And if they disrespect you in front of everyone, again, game over. And you're supposed to be happy? You're supposed to feel good in this kind of family? But you see, it's all about you. You allowed them to disrespect you. So you disrespected yourself by allowing others to disrespect you. It all comes down to you again. Because no one else would demand respect for you if you don't do it for yourself. So you've got to realize that you're supposed to and you need respect. That's basics. And second, if you know that this is not there, you need to demand it. If not for anything else, for you being just a human being. And you've got to understand, it's not about them agreeing with you. It's about respecting you. Because it's not about what they say, it's about how they say it. Because I would say it's a good thing, this is something that you want, for people to disagree with you, especially if you're in a loving relationship. You want to know when you make a mistake, when you need to change, when you need to do something differently or better or change. We all grow up when nobody's perfect. You want them to challenge you, especially your wife. We want to be challenged because we want to grow. Every one of us wants to grow. But it's all about how it's done. Because if she'll tell you, listen, I completely disagree with you. Look at this from this point of view. That's the discussion that leads to progress, to betterment of our relationship, betterment of our family. But if you see a wife rolling her eyes or daughter disrespecting you in front of everyone, it brings nothing more than your misery. That maybe that's why you feel it. You've got to demand respect. And it's not about agreeing with you, it's about respecting you just because you're a human being. But point number 3, you've got to understand that at the end of the day, you don't want people to respect you because they have to. The whole idea of being a man is to grow up to the point that you prove to yourself first and to them second that you are able to grow up to be someone who is worthy of their respect. Because you've got to understand, we were created to be leaders. And fascinating thing is that when you see a man who is in a leadership position, he knows what he's doing, he's really a good leader, especially in a situation of a family, then all the ladies, especially the wife, it's like she's becoming a feminine woman in a blink of an eye. Why? Because it's exactly what she wants. It's exactly what she needs, to have an environment to feel that she can be a woman, that she can let go, that she doesn't have to be the one holding the whole responsibility on herself. The same with kids. They will respect you not because they have to, not because you're some military kind of father that basically force everyone to do what he wants. But it's about respecting you because they know where's the time to laugh, where's the time to make jokes, where's the time to even argue or have this sarcastic comments towards each other, because we love doing that. We love doing everything for fun. But there are moments when they need to respect you because they know your authority. And it's not authoritarian, it's not kind of tyrannical. But it's an authority because they know that when you become the father they always needed. But it requires you to move, to change. Because as with every kind of leadership, you will need to grow up to be a leader. My kind of leadership might be completely different in my relationship or in my situation than yours. That's why I'll need to learn this or that, and you will need to learn something completely different. We all need to grow up to become the leaders that we were created to be. That's why only if you're going to get there, then you will see that not only they'll be happy, but you'll be happy as well. And maybe if everything going to start with you being happy. You having this feeling that I pushed myself to become someone who really can say, I'll deal with it. No matter what happens, I got this. Because you will feel so competent, so experienced, and so confident about yourself and your abilities that they'll be able to trust that you can do it. So that's why everything starts with your ability to understand that respect is something that you're supposed to have. Second, that you're supposed to demand it. And three, that you're supposed to grow up so they respect you not because they have to, but because they want to, because you've proven to be worthy of their respect. Listen, this is what I want you to take from this video. If you want to be happy, you need to understand what respect really means to you. You've got to open your eyes, see where you are, and do something about it. If you're not respected, demand it. And then grow up to be someone who will be able to lead as you're supposed to lead. So people will respect you because they want to. You've got to understand that it's so easy to basically do nothing. Well, I'm always going to be disrespected, so why would I bother? That's why you are where you are. But we are created to be leaders, and we need to grow up to learn this kind of leadership. That's why think about it and do something about it. Because it's easy to be lame. But it requires guts to become a leader who other people, especially your loved ones, wants to follow. But only then you'll understand what does it really mean to be a man. Stop complaining. Do something about it. If you like this video, like, share, comment. If you didn't, comment as well. Tell me what you think and what's your experience. And if there's anything you want me to talk about, just give me a shout and I'll be glad to record something for you. And that being said, see you in the next video.